Is this the Dutch farm girl?
Grandpa. Kik, tell me, did you get anything? The carbon from the waste basket. If you hold it up to the light, you can just make it out. Thank you. You see, Papa, we have a contact in the Gestapo office.
Hush.
He gives us the deportation lists whenever he can. All right, Kik? Uh-huh. Bye, Grandpa.
God bless you, Kik.
Steady it with one hand. Good. Papa. Every day now, they send 400 Jews from Amsterdam Central Station. We reach those we can.
Do we know anyone on the list?
Hier warten. Stehen bleiben. Rüberrücken.
Und folgen.
Los, weitergehen. Los, los. Los, Marsch, los.
I beg your pardon.
No, please, I'm sorry to inconvenience you.
Maybe he's,
Papa, there's a gentleman upstairs.
We have met.
Well, it was
He
so
had
late.
no place to go.
Papa, he's a professor.
Yeah.
Willem studied with him. But they've closed the university.
Yeah, all the Jewish teachers were forced.
Betsy.
Good morning. Again, Professor.
I apologize for the intrusion, Mr. Temple.
Please. Professor, will you do us the honor of asking the blessing?
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech olam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. How fortunate Aunt Bep had big feet.
Yes.
Now, when were you born?
Born?
Hmm.
Oh. 19th August, 1885.
Father's name?
At Ten Boom, Caspar.
Mother?
Ten Boom, Cornelia.
Her maiden name?
Miss Ten Boom. If we are stopped, I could never pass as you.
Professor Zehner, there are no ifs in God's world. Now, he brought you to this house, and he will see you get safely away.
This is where we turn, Professor. Stay close with me.
I'll try.
It's wonderful, Professor. We're almost there. Catherine!
Aunt Corrie! Aunt Corrie.
Catherine, I need your father's help. You should have seen Professor Zena getting into the boat, with Catherine's father attending him like he was Queen Wilhelmina boarding the yacht.
Cornelia, do you think you are enjoying this a little too much?
Enjoying? No, I was terrified. If I hadn't been able to laugh at him all dressed up like Betsy.
Oh, thank God. He kept the patrols away.
Be sure to save a piece of cake for Willem's friend.
Yeah.
Friend?
It's all very mysterious. Someone he wants us to meet. What did Willem say when you told him about Professor Zena?
This is not some game you play when the mood strikes. If you become involved in this work, people will be forced to trust you with their lives.
I told you, Willem. We gave him my papers. We thought it out very carefully.
And if they questioned him, was he supposed to sing soprano?
No. He was going to have Quincy throat.
Excuse me. But you wander along the canal, picking someone out of thin air. How did you know you could trust him?
I knew the man. And I knew what the Lord had told me.
Papa, you are the master of this house.
The master of this house commands that we open the door to anyone who knocks.
We cannot afford to ignore anyone who seriously engages in our work, whatever their methods. Perhaps you will allow us to assist your efforts. Thank you for the delivery, Mr. Smith. Only for emergencies. We have a contact at exchange, but you can never be certain that the line is not tapped.
But you would be expected to develop your own sources. The less contact you have with me or with anyone else, the better.
Willem, we know half of Harlem. We have friends everywhere.
Dear lady, knowing them is one thing. Knowing their political views.
God knows. And we will ask him to lead. Oh, we appreciate your concern, Mr. Slurry. We are not the most likely candidates. But since there is a need, we must do what we can to meet it.
People have every kind of reason for wanting to work in the underground. Excitement, perhaps.
Mr. Slurring, we are past the age when excitement is of any major concern in our lives. Truthfully, I'd rather do anything else. I'd like to close it